Hi, I'm Sean Gannon, and this is Minute Math, and today we're going to learn about one-step inequalities, and we're going to solve each inequality and graph its solution. So if I was given this inequality, negative 22 is greater than a negative 10 plus b, okay? Well, my first step here is I need to add a 10 to both sides to get b by itself. So I'm adding a 10 to both sides, and the negative 22 plus 10 is a negative 12, and that's greater than b. Now I want to write b first though. So by writing b first, I need to flip the inequality as well. So instead of greater than sign, I have a less than sign. And so negative 12 is greater than b. It's the same thing as b is less than a negative 12. Now I have b written first, which is fantastic. And so it's isolated, so we're done, right? b is less than negative 12 is my final answer. But now I need to graph it. So I'm going to graph it here. I'm going to put negative 12 down. So let's go put negative 12 right here. And we have negative 10 to the right, negative 8, and negative 6. And we have, go by 2's here, negative 14, and negative 16, and negative 18. Okay? Well, b is less than negative 12. Because it's just the less than sign and it's not equal to negative 12, we have an open circle at negative 12. Then from there, we see b is less than negative 12. So I'm going to put my arrow to the left of negative 12. And so now I have a graph here that represents all possible b values, right? All values where b is less than negative 12, which is that final answer. So let's recap. We're given negative 22 is greater than negative 10 plus b. I added a 10 to both sides, giving me a negative 12 is greater than b. But then I want to write b first. So by flipping that, having b come first, I also need to flip the inequality, go from greater than to a less than sign, and negative 12. Now these two statements are exactly the same, right? They just look a little different, but they're worded differently, but they mean the same thing, okay? So we have an answer of b is less than negative 12. Now I need to graph that. Because it's not equal to, right, it's just less than, I have an open circle, and then the negative 12, right, or at where the negative 12 is, and then since it's less than, I need to shade to the left, or draw my arrow to the left, to all the values that are less than negative 12, okay? And be careful with the negatives, right? Negative 16 is less than negative 12, okay? Just because it seems like it's a larger number, it's really not, right? Because it's less than that negative 12 on the number line to the left. And so now my graph here, my graph represents all possible values for b, and so they match up together, and so my graph matches with my final answer, which is b is less than negative